Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. And I want to remind you that in this particular channel, we talk about investments, we talk about businesses, we talk about money, we talk about anything to do with financial education so that we can straighten and improve our financial performance. We talk about investment portfolios. We talk about on how you can be able to identify business opportunities and build your investment portfolios. We talk about on how we can be able to have multiple streams of income. All right. Now, that is all we talk about in this particular channel. And the reason why I normally stand here and a whiteboard at my behind is so that we can have some financial education, so that we are not going to do things in the wrong way when it comes to finances. Yani hapa ni kuchanuana. Unaget? Yani ni kuchanuana. It doesn't mean that I know everything. It is just that I have some information that I feel that I can share with you. And that's why before we even continue, since I have that information, before we even continue, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need you to hit the bell so that anytime I upload a video, you are notified by YouTube that Sir John Mweri have actually uploaded a video and it is waiting for you. It is waiting for you to check. All right. Also, don't forget to give me a like and also give me a comment on this particular video on what you think or what you think that we can add based on the topic that we are going to discuss today. All right. And I don't want to waste a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. I want us to go straight to the business of the day so that you can discuss what I have prepared for you. Tumesema hapa ni kuchanuana. And that's why today I've come with a very important information, and it's about SACCOS. All right. It's about SACCOS. You all know about SACCOS. SACCOS are these credit institutions that we normally save our money so that they can give us loans. All right. And SACCOS are going to be a little bit different from banks on how they offer or how they issue their loans, because they are going to take your savings as securities. And before I go to that aspect, we have two types of SACCOS. We have deposit taking SACCOS and we have non-withdrawable deposit taking SACCOS. All right. And non-withdrawable deposit taking SACCOS, these are actually small SACCOS, and this is where you save your money, but you cannot be able to withdraw because those are normal deposits. And they normally maintain two types of accounts. They maintain share capital account, and what we call normal deposits account. Now, these are deposits, non-withdrawable deposits taking SACCOS. Withdrawable deposit taking SACCOS, these are SACCOS that are going to have what we call a FOSA account. A FOSA account is just like a transactional account, just like the bank account, whereby you can be able to deposit your money and at the same way you can be able to withdraw your money. Now, those are the two kinds of SACCOS. There is this that doesn't have a FOSA account, and the other one that actually has a FOSA account where you can do some mobile withdrawals and depositing and so on and so on. Now, another information I need you to know is that SACCOS are regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives. So number one, SACCOS can be regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives. And these SACCOS that are regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives, these are SACCOS that have deposits that are below 100 million. All right, 100 million. So any SACCO that has deposits or liability to members that is below 100 million, these are regarded as small SACCOS, and they are regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives. You didn't know that. Now you know. All right. Now we have another group of SACCOS that are regulated by SASRA. All right. SASRA. You have ever heard of SASRA? SASRA is SACCO Society Regulatory Authority. These are SACCOS, any SACCO that has deposits amounting to 100 million and above. All right. Those SACCOS are regulated by SASRA. So I don't want you to be like, you have some doubts. Oh, I don't think these SACCOS are regulated by, just like the money market funds are regulated by Capital Markets Authority, even SACCOS are regulated by SACCO Society Regulatory Authority and Ministry of Cooperatives. So they operate under certain rules and regulations that have been founded in the Acts of Parliament. All right. All right. We are still continuing. These are just quick facts that I need to know, that I need you to know. So before we talk about what I want us to put more effort or to put some emphasis. And the other thing is, when you join SACCOS, just remember, when it comes to SACCOS, they normally issue loans on your savings. And when I talk about savings, it's deposits, not share capital. You will realize that SACCOS are going to have share capital and deposits. Share capital is for membership, and deposits is, those are the securities that are going to be used to give you loan. Different SACCOS with their different policies can give you loans on different procedures. For example, if you go to SACCO ABC, they have a long-term loan of ×4. When you hear ×4, it's when your savings are being multiplied by 4. For example, if you have 500K savings in SACCO ABC, they can actually multiply your savings by 4 and give you a long-term loan of 2 million. But remember, for you to be given this particular 2 million, they are going to check if you are eligible for that particular amount. For example, they are going to check if you have securities to stand on behalf of this amount. For example, guarantors. And guarantors is one of the key areas that SACCOS are going to check, because they use guarantors as securities. Unlike banks, where they use logbooks and other collateral materials as securities. So SACCOS are going to prefer guarantors. And guarantors must be the members of that particular SACCO. All right, so you can qualify 2 million. Again, they are going to check the recovery, where they can be able to recover this amount. For example, if they are supposed to recover some amount, those installments that you are supposed to pay, they are supposed to recover some amounts monthly. So they are going to check if you actually have you are eligible to pay that amount, or actually your pay slips can be able to recover that particular amount. That is another thing that you need to know. The other thing that you need to know that is that in a SACCO, you can have a portfolio loan product, whereby if your savings are so many and actually the policies of that SACCO accepts, you can have different loan products in that particular SACCO if you are eligible and your savings can be able to support that, right? Now, that was not the business of the day. Now, what I wanted us to talk about is about deposits and share capital. Now, when I was beginning this particular video, I said that SACCOS can either operate deposits account, normally have deposits account and share capital account. And I said deposits are the ones that are used to give you loans. Share capital is for membership. So there is no way SACCOS will ever multiply your share capital for the purpose of giving you a loan. And you realize that share capital is going to have the lowest amount. For example, SACCO ABC and their policies can say that the minimum share capital for you to be a full member of that particular SACCO can be 25K. Others can say it's 15K. Others can say it's 30K. For example, I know a case of Steamer SACCO, the minimum share capital that you are supposed to have for you to be a full member is 25,000. Others is 15K, others is 30K, others is 35. It depends with the policies of that particular SACCO. Now, deposits, there is no limit. There is no limit. You can even have 5 million. It depends on how you are saving your money, monthly, quarterly, or yearly. It depends. But SACCOS are going to recommend savings monthly, and that's where they are going to tell you that in each and every month you must remit some amount, so that you can keep your account active and actually running, so that anytime that you need a loan, they can actually see that you have maintained your account and you are becoming you are an active member. All right, now the question is, are you supposed to invest a lot in deposits, or are you supposed to do share capital? Now, this is where people go wrong, because when you join a SACCO, you find someone putting a lot of money in share capital account, because no one can restrict you where you're supposed to put your money. Remember, you can buy a lot of shares in the SACCO, but remember, these accounts are independent. They are independent, and there is no way the shares of share capital are going to be transferred to deposits, and deposits to be transferred to share capital. Each and every account that is operated by a SACCO is independent. All right. Now, the question is, are you supposed to put more money here, or you're supposed to put more money here? Remember, before we continue, that a SACCO account is also an investment account, because at the end of the year, dividends are going to be declared based on the financial performance of that particular SACCO. And you realize that share capital is going to have dividends on share capital and rebates on dividends. And share capital normally carries the largest percentage. For example, a SACCO can declare dividends on share capital at a rate of 15%, 16%, 14%, depending on the financial performance of the. In most cases, they normally range. Even some SACCOs can go up to 18%, 20%. It depends with the financial performance of that particular SACCO. But you realize something very interesting, that dividends are not going to have these kinds of interest rates. They are going to have, for example, 10%, 11%, and 12%. They normally don't go beyond this. And that's why I'm asking you, for example, if you have identified that these are the interest rates on share capital, and then you say that every amount that I contribute, I want it actually to go to share capital account without checking the the other things that you're supposed to check. Now, someone else can say that every amount that I contribute, I wanted to go to my deposits account without again checking without again checking on the interest rates of dividends and so on and so on. What is the worst case scenario that could happen when you want to exit from membership of that particular SACCO, where you put all your money in share capital account, and you put very less in deposits account? Now, assuming, yes, you put, for example, 1 million in your share capital account, it means that your goal was for investments. I would not recommend that. I would say, if your goal is for investments, then do not put a lot of money in share capital account. Just meet the minimum membership of 25,000. The rest of the money, take it to money market fund, where your money is going to be compounded daily, if that is your goal. If your goal is for investment, then don't put your money here. Now, if your goal is for credit purposes, for purpose of obtaining a loan, for purpose of getting a loan so that you can develop yourself, then I recommend that you put your money here, because tenor money market funds, they are not going to give you loans. And even in treasury bills and treasury bonds, those are financial instruments. They are not going to give you loans. But remember, you can always obtain a loan from a bank using securities, financial instruments that you have bought in treasury bills as securities, of course. But I know it's a longer process because they have to verify. So I was answering this question, that you're not supposed to put your money not unless, there are some people who waskizisha and so on. But this is my financial and my expert opinion, that you're not supposed to just meet the minimum membership in share capital account. Then the rest of the money, if your goal is for investment, I would recommend that you put your money in a money market fund. Why money market fund? Because your money is going to be compounded daily. Here, your money is not going to be compounded daily. Again, money market fund they are more safer than putting money in a SACCO account. Remember, SACCOs, in most cases, they are no one's business. They are no one's business. These are financial institutions that have been founded to help their members, so that the members can achieve their goals and so on and so on. But in most cases, there is misappropriation of funds, and there is fraudulent activities when it comes to management of funds and so on and so on. And then you hear cases of where members have lost their money. I know it's not the first time you're hearing me say that. Of course, we have some SACCOs that have even gone broke because of mismanagement of funds and so on and so on, and the cases of corruption. So sometimes SACCOs cannot be, they are not that safe. They are compromised with a lot of things, but money market funds, they tend to be low risk because they are very safe when it comes to investments. So if it's about investment, then I would not recommend for you to put your money in a share capital. Another reason for you not to put your money here, because for investment purposes, because when you want to exit, SACCOs are not going to refund you this money. That is the most painful. Imagine having 2 million in your share capital account, and the SACCOs are not going to refund you that money. So what are you supposed to do for you to have that particular money? You need to get someone else, someone who is a member, or someone who is willing to join that particular organization, so that that money can be transferred from your account to that member's account. And then the settlement terms is between you, the transferor, and the transferring. So you find that one is a very tedious process and very unfriendly, because you can imagine looking for someone that you can transfer 2 million. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I normally say that I'm here to give you that information. If you're thinking that to join a SACCO, that then you put all your money in a share capital account so that you can receive dividends, just know there is some hardships when it comes to exit of that particular SACCO. when it comes to share capital. But remember, dividends are refunded. Dividends, they have no problem. But again, they have limits. For example, the SACCOs can tell you that dividends they are going to give you after 60 days or 90 days, depending on the policies of the SACCO. But share capital, again, it's not refunded. Even if you have 5 million there, the SACCO is not going to refund you share capital. They are going to tell you that you need to transfer it to another person, and those are the policies and those are regulations, and you can do nothing to change that. So the only thing that you can do is to know what I'm telling you right now. You follow what I'm telling you, and anytime you want to join a SACCO, before you even fill that registration form, sit down for inquiries, ask a lot of questions so that you are not disappointed in the future. All right. All right. Now, deposits are for loans. Again, if you want credit, SACCOs by they are very good in giving loans. They can give you loans with very low interest rates as compared to banks. And but you have to be very careful when it comes to application of loans. The main security that is used for SACCOs is guarantors. And if you don't have guarantors in that particular SACCO, or you know no one, for example, you have saved 2 million in a SACCO, and you know no one in that particular SACCO, and at the same time you don't have any security. For example, you don't have collateral such as land, logbook, and so on and so on. It becomes very hard for you to obtain that particular, or you don't have business that can be used as a collateral for that particular loan that you want to. It becomes very hard for you. That's why I normally recommend, if you want to join a SACCO, you need to look for people who have the same goal as yours, so that you can join as a group. For example, a group of 20 people, so that anytime you want to obtain a loan, you always have the first 20 people that you join with to guarantee you some amount, so that it may not become very hard for you to obtain a loan in a SACCO. I don't know whether I have preached a lot, but I just wanted to convey that information so that at least someone who is feeling that they want to join a SACCO, they know exactly what is coming. Of course, I cannot be able to exhaust each and everything to do with SACCOs, but remember, if you want anything specific, you can always reach out to me. My number and my email is always on the description, and you can call me anytime. And if in case you have any question to do with SACCOs, you can ask me and I'll be able to answer you. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, SACCOs are regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives, and they're also regulated by SASRA for SACCOs that are above 100 million deposits, and SACCOs that are below 100 million deposits are regulated by Ministry of Cooperatives. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, again, if I remind you for the second time, give me a like. Put a comment there, say what you feel about that video. In case you want to add anything, you can put it on the comment section. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also hit the bell for you to get more and more and more educative videos like this. Remember, financial freedom is not it's not a sprint. Financial freedom is a marathon. And one more thing, you don't have a choice. The only choice is being financially free. Let's learn together. Have a nice time, ladies and gentlemen.